All right, I hope everybody's having an awesome Star Wars Day Eve. I just want to give everybody an update on what I got going on in the backyard this year. So we'll just get right to it. Anybody who watched my video last year of me building these two dual enclosures, so it's 6 foot by 2 foot on the bottom, 2 foot wide. I did that in the spring of last year. Will know that I'm not much of a handyman. So I attempted to do this, or I'm still attempting to do it anyway. And what I envision for this is wrapping the entire thing in this 1/4-inch hardware cloth. I got the top done today, which I did by myself with a little bit of help from my awesome wife, but it definitely was a multiple person job. I still have 75 feet roll left that should be sufficient to wrap the entire structure. But those two enclosures, dual enclosures, so that's 4 enclosures total, will come out here, and everything's going to house night anoles or my false chameleons. I have this extra large Reptile that came with the rescue night anole, my male, and I was able to get some store credit for some baby spiny tail iguanas. So I have 2 more extra larges and 2 larges, so that'll be a total right now of 9 enclosures that will go inside this wrapped porch-like structure that I'm affectionately, or my wife affectionately, called the lizard lanai. Still got more work to do on it. I'm going to have shade cloth strategically placed in spots. I'm going to have a patio misting system hooked up on it on a timer, much like I had on those 2 enclosures. I keep calling them 2. There's 4 enclosures. It's 2 structures. Those 2 structures last year. That greenhouse right there did not serve the purpose that I wanted it to, which was to keep my tropical plants alive over the winter. The ones that I had in these enclosures didn't work. So I am going to try some artificial foliage this year. This is just 2 of the ones that have been sent to me. I got several more coming. Nearly Naturals is the brand name. They're outdoor rated, so they got UV protectant on them. It's not real wood, it's sort of like a foam product, so hopefully they last a long time, and the animals like them. And then of course, got the awesome sun catcher that Boskin Tiamat will go in, and I'm going to put Lucky in the flycatch enclosure, which I had a pair of night anoles in last summer. So, you know, everything was just shut down for the winter, so I still got a lot of work to do to get everything prepped for the animals to come in. But Lucky will go in this one, Boskin Tiamat will go in the big one. Let's see, what else did I do? Got my tools out and everything. Walk around the yard. Let's see if Indy's out. Yeah. So nighttime temps are still getting too cool to have her out 24/7, but beautiful sunny days, I have gotten her out in her enclosure. That is a heated dog house, and there's a ceramic heat emitter under there, but I'm still leery when the temperatures drop down into the 50s. I want it to be warmer than that. But this is her paddock, and I do let her run the yard when it's cleaned up, but it's way too much debris out here to allow her to do that. I did a lot of work on the pond yesterday. Big water change. Cleaned everything out, changed all the filter media in the Laguna power flow, cleaned the mats in that filter right there. So I got these 2 orange and black koi that are full grown. They've been that size for years and years and years. I don't expect them to get any bigger. And there's 2 black goldfish in there. Maybe we'll be able to see them if they swim into the sun. Unfortunately, the big beautiful butterfly koi that we got, I think we had that thing about 7 or 8 years, passed away unexpectedly this week, so I was a little bit bummed about that. Look, there's my Jawa. You know, happy Star Wars Day Eve. Lily pad in there, and there's all kinds of tadpoles and eggs. You can't really see them. They're toad tadpoles, so they're microscopic. I mean, they're tiny, like a centimeter. But the toads have been out in full force. Still got to clean up around the perimeter. So that's what's going on the outside. Let's go on the inside real quick. I've only got 1 little baby iguana left. I'm waiting to see if a friend is going to want him or her. A young lady who lives a couple hours away from here got one from me, and it may go to her if my friend in South Dakota doesn't want it. Otherwise, the other big update, you guys saw my video where I was the luckiest lizard keeper in the world. Well, lightning struck twice. So there's one, and there's two in the back. They're both very similar size, about 8 days between me discovering them. So I don't know which one is which, but as you guys know from the video, the one was just sitting on the plant, and then one of them was on top of the screen top. And I was like, about 7 or 8 days later. So I was like, how awesome is that? Whew. Everything else in the room is doing great, and my goal is all these, like my female smallwood eye up there, Miss Priss, she's going to go outside. That as of yet named male Anolis barracoa right there, he's going to go outside. The babies won't go outside. Adult pair of smallwood eye will go outside. Adult pair of barracoa will go outside. Adult pair of equestris will go outside. This guy's going to go outside with a girlfriend. This is the rescue night anole, and I have had numerous Castros, male night anoles that I've dubbed over the years. So I'm going to call him Castro the Third, or C3 for short. So this guy is now Castro the Third, affectionately known as C3. I posted an Instagram pic of Gitmo and Siri. Where is she? Oh, she's down at the bottom. So Siri's down at the bottom, Gitmo's up top. They were hooked up the other day, so it would be awesome if Siri lays some eggs from me. They're going to go outside. Flop T, one of my 3-year-old smallwood eye, who's been in this medium-sized Reptile breeze, he's going to go outside as well. What's up, buddy? And then I have the pair of Anolis smallwood eye that are out in the garage. They're going to go outside along with the iguanas and Lana the Russian tortoise. Indy obviously will go outside. I caught my wife's gargoyle gecko digging a net, what I thought was a nest hole, and they're not out and about. They're nocturnal, obviously. But so we put the male in there with her, and we'll let them see if they're going to hook up for a while, and then we'll put the male back in his enclosure. Oh, Gimli and Bella are doing awesome. There's my boy Gimli. He is spectacular as always. And where is his girlfriend Bella? Oh, she's right there underneath of him. There's her head right there. She's doing great. She was being a finicky eater, but I've caught her eating some superworms out of that dish, so I was extremely stoked about that. Let's look around, make sure we don't have any more babies that hatched in here. So yeah, both those false chameleon babies hatched inside this naturalistic enclosure. So it was great that I was able to discover them. What are you doing? Before this guy decided he was going to eat them. He's right underneath his heat bulb. And then we have Mork and Mindy. Mindy is the female, the first baby that I ever hatched. She's in the back there. Mork I got from a local pet shop. Make sure that we're seeing this okay. And they are also in a naturalistic enclosure. So, and they are doing great. All right. I got a lot of work done out on that lizard lanai today. It's hot out there. I'm not a handyman, so sometimes things can get a little frustrating, but you got a vision, you stick to it. So if you guys are as curious to see what I do with that thing as I am curious to see what I'm going to do with it, how I'm going to hook up the misting system, how I'm going to cover it or provide auxiliary heat for a cool Virginia night, because these are all tropical animals. I don't want the temps to get too cool for them. I am going to attempt to provide a remedy for that. Please consider following me along, subscribe to my channel, comment, like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I am pouring down sweat. The AC's kicking in the house, but I've been jobbing it today. So until next time, take care, be safe, you know, wash your hands, practice your social distancing, be mindful of others, no matter what your personal opinion will be. A lot of people are afraid. So, yeah, let's just do what we can to get through this crappy epidemic together, or pandemic. And until next time, take care.